In this video, we're going to talk about product research. Now, like I said, we need to target micro niches. And what we're going to do is target seasonal niches. So what you are also going to need to do is, when you're creating a new site, target a niche that is about 3 months ahead of your current date. So for instance, if it's May right now, you want to be targeting something at the end of the summer or beginning of the fall for your niches. Okay, so we're targeting seasonal niches, and we can put as many up as we want. So when that particular season comes around, we will make money off that site, and when that particular niche is not in season, we probably won't make that much. However, what you're going to do is put up many sites for each of the seasonal activities or products, and then you will make money all year round from this. Now, because there's not that much competition, your site's going to get a lot of traffic from the search engines. So that's really the key to making AdSense profits. You need to get a lot of targeted traffic to your site, and proper SEO and AdSense placement will ensure that you make the profits. Okay, now let's get on with the finding the niches. You'll see here I have a site called TradeKey. In here there are a lot of different things that you can purchase. So there's a lot of products in here. But what we want to do is use Google to leverage what's on this site. Okay, so let's just go to the Google toolbar up here. You can go to google.com, whichever you prefer, and then type in here site : tradekey.com space, and then whatever your upcoming niche is, or your upcoming season that you're going to target. So let's say summer. You'll see here now that we get a bunch of things to do with summer. So this gives us a good start, and we can go in here and see which of these are getting traffic, and then we can do some further analysis to see how the seasonal traffic's doing. So let's pick a couple of these. First, let's open up a notepad session so we can make some notes as we go. Okay, and then back to our page here. So you see here we have summer houses, we have short summer skirts, summer underwear, summer scarves, summer jeans, summer sandals, summer drinks, summer sheet, summer t-shirt, summer suits. As you can see, this is a gold mine of niches for seasonal wear, or for seasonal micro niches. Okay, so let's write some of these down here. We got summer houses, summer drinks, short summer skirts, my favorite. I don't know if I can say that on video. Summer underwear, summer scarves, summer jeans. Okay, that's enough to get started. But as you can see, there's many pages. So let's start with those. But as you see, it just goes on and on and on. Let's add also summer shirts to that. Okay, so we have some potential niches here. Now, let's go and make sure that they get traffic and that they'll be easy to get into the search engines for. Okay, so what we want to do is go to the Google Keyword Tool. Let's open a new tab here and just go to Google Keyword Tool. And then we want to go to the external one, So it says keyword tool external there. I've given you a link to that in the resources document as well, but you can get to it from here. Okay, now let's go back here. Copy our first keyword in there and then into here. Okay, only show ID is closely related to my search term. Okay, then we need to put our CAPTCHA in here and then we'll click the enter key or the search key. Okay, so now we also need to go over to left here and do an exact match. And then let's do another search. Okay, so now we have the results we're looking for at 12,100 exact match searches on summer houses. So that's a good number. However, we don't know how the traffic is distributed. So if we just go over here, and you'll see this little thing pops up here. It says View Search Trends in Google Insights for Search. Click on that, and it shows us the traffic patterns for this key phrase. Okay, so as you see, this is spring over here of last year and into the beginning of summer. And it drops off towards the end of summer, way down, and it starts coming back up in March, April. So we know that it's going up at this point and it's at its peak around here. So we know that it is seasonal between April, well, really partway through March, and into July. Okay, so that's when this is going to get the most traffic. So you should leave yourself enough time to get into that niche so you can get your site to the top. Okay, at this point we know that we have a micro niche that has a lot of searches and it also gets good seasonal traffic. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to go and see if there's an exact match domain name for this. So we're going to be looking for summer houses or summer-houses. Okay, so let's open this. Go to GoDaddy.com or Namecheap or wherever you like to register your domains. Okay, and then we want to go into search domains and do summer houses. Okay, so summerhouses.com is already taken, so we can't get that one. As you see, we don't really have an exact match domain name that we can get in here. Okay, so that's not going to work. Let's try summer-houses. Okay, summer-houses.com is taken. But you see there's an info domain here, so that'll work just as well. Okay, so now what I would do is I'd go ahead and register this. So I know that I have all the elements. I have a niche that is seasonal and getting good traffic. I know that it's fairly low competition. And I know I can get high in the search engines by having an exact match domain name. Now the good thing about this method is it doesn't really matter how much competition there is in the search engines, because the way we're going to do this, it's going to make sure that we get up to the top or very close to the top. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and register this now for use with our first site we're going to set up. Okay, so I have now registered my exact match domain. At this point, we're all ready to set up our site and get it up on the internet. We're going to go over that in the next video.